Hello, Pisces. Welcome in. Happy birthday. This is going to be your bonus birthday message. So I was guided to grab the Soul's Journey deck today. And this is all about life lessons. And so let's dig in, Pisces, for a birthday message. And let's see what the main energy is for you when it comes to your spiritual journey coming through. So what's going to be coming through for you for the year ahead? I always look at these as like a year ahead kind of message because it's your birthday. So, I think get ready for massive changes. This is probably going to be a year of major changes. And so nothing can grow or evolve without movement and changes. And so you might be going through some major upheaval right now. Ooh, look at that. Forgiveness. I feel a major sacral chakra purge going on here, Pisces. So maybe you need to acknowledge where you're still harboring any resentment blocks in your sacral chakra. This might be a block for love for you over the next year. And so you really need to get to a place of acceptance and self-honesty. We can't always expect the truth from another, right? But we do kind of have to be honest with ourselves, because if we're not honest with ourselves, then it's going to be hard to trust yourself. It's going to be hard to even receive truth from another when you're living in a state of denial. So how can you learn to accept the things that you can't change? We can't force anything either. And so maybe there's resentment connected to trying to force something to change. Or maybe you've gone through massive changes already, but I feel expect a year of radical acceptance and honesty, because you are headed towards freedom and peace, Pisces. You're on the pathway of massive expansion with your consciousness. But you need to be open to seeing all sides of a situation, both sides. Maybe you've only been looking at it from your perspective, but I feel you're going through a major expansion of consciousness this year. So how can you bring love back into the equation and release all this negative energy? Because you have the ability to create a beautiful path of happiness coming up here this year, but it's going to require movement. So you might even need to pack up and relocate, move homes. I was being shown somebody packing some boxes, and it feels like a very emotional move. So you might be packing up and moving. And do remember, because this is a Pisces birthday reading, it doesn't mean that it's just only for Pisces sun sign. This could also resonate if you're a Pisces moon or rising or of any major Pisces. Just keep that in mind. But there's something here that I feel you're learning to accept, because I think maybe somebody's been dishonest with you. Maybe somebody's not really been forthright and honest with you, but you've been honest with them. And so just because you've been honest with them doesn't mean that you should expect that in return, right? And when we place expectations on something, then it does create blocks to happiness. So you could be harboring resentment or dealing with somebody that's harboring resentment. But I feel the block is between the sacral chakra and the crown. And so third eye too, but I feel the throat is where you need to break yourself free. So you do need to learn to speak your truth is another message. So let's get into this. Let's get into this, Pisces. Let's use... Oh, no, okay. We're going to use the Wildwood Tarot. So are you kind of stuck in the woods and you can't see the forest through the trees? Ooh, 8 of Stones, skill. The Green Man in reversed. Emperor in reversed, the Green Man. So maybe you need to forgive your father. It could be a father wound. You could be dealing with a masculine figure that is a tyrant. That's all about the money. Green, greedy. I feel greedy. Maybe it's time for you to master some skills. I do feel healing. Maybe you need to forgive a masculine in your life that has hurt you, that has betrayed you. But this has awakened something in you when it comes to mastering new skills. I just feel there's a connection here that might have recently gone up in smoke, and forgiveness is going to be needed. Maybe somebody lied to you about who they were. Oh, look at now, he's upright. Interesting. We could have a masculine here really taking the time to go within to heal the past injustice too. I want to say something's brewing. The Woodward, which is justice energy. And then we get the Fool reverse. We could have a masculine here feeling foolish. Judgment reversed, going through an awakening. And then we get the skills again. So somebody here has mad skills is what I want to say as well, Pisces. I don't know. Let's keep going here. Let's do 9 cards, Pisces. Let's see what else needs to come through. You could have been dealing with a counterpart that was not coming from a place of integrity, that maybe wants to come back and ask for forgiveness. Yeah, somebody here is feeling foolish, and so you've been on the wandering path, I think. And there is a need to trust. There is definitely somebody getting some karma here, going through an awakening, connected to a missed opportunity, I feel. That's kind of what I feel going on here. So let's see what we got. 9 of Stones, traditions. So I feel you're probably flying solo, doing your own thing, minding your own business in a state of meditation. It's like you're dealing with, you know, learning the lesson of discernment, I think, because you do got some snakes in and around you, but it's like you're ready for them, right? Oh, we get the 5 of Arrows, we get frustration, so you could be dealing with the Capricorn, the goat energy, could be dealing with the Sag, I just seen like the Archer energy, and then we get the 6 of Stones in reversed, exploitation, tradition, frustration, exploitation. Okay, we get the 6 of Bows, so there's abundance here. There is abundance, there is victory here, there is a flame lit, there's like a harvest coming in, an unexpected harvest. We get the moon reversed. This might be connected to the full moon coming up here. We do have a full moon in Virgo, which is going to be opposite your sun sign Pisces on the weekend. I believe it's on Saturday. And so this is at 5 degrees 22. So this is breaking traditions too. There's a new beginning here. But somebody's getting blasted out of their comfort zone. And so there's going to be an unexpected tower coming. For sure, we get the Queen of Arrows, so I feel a separation. I really do. The Queen of Arrows in reversed. We get the Page of Bows. And then we get the 7 of Arrows. Somebody here is really insecure. We could have a feminine here facing some insecurities. We could have a feminine here lashing out. Swans mate for life. So there is a need to heal some resentment and bitterness connected to maybe an ending of a past marriage or commitment, Pisces. That's kind of what I see here. And there's a wake-up call, and this is coming in very quick. This is coming in during this full moon. There's a new beginning. So arrows are swords, bows are wands. So we've got a Queen of Swords in reverse that needs to get honest, first off, right? Honesty, right? Honesty and acceptance of a situation. So there's a block when it comes to you denying some type of truth. That is a block to a new beginning when it comes to a new exciting offer. And so how can you release some insecurities? There's some insecurities here. Maybe because you were cheated on in the past is what I'm seeing here. Maybe you feel like you were exploited in the past. There is definitely this energy of frustrating energy building, because I think in the past, like you were stricken with the wrath of love. It's like somebody hunted you down, they wanted you, and they didn't give you what it is that they promised to give you, and you feel like you got exploited. You didn't get what you put into a situation. And so this has really shifted your mindset connected to marriage, commitment, and tradition. So you might have had to deal with a couple of snakes here in the past. But I do feel this is leading you towards abundance. This could be an unexpected windfall, and it's going to just shake you to the core. But I also feel there's a need to kick somebody out of your life coming up here. And I think maybe you are going to speak that truth, and you might speak it loud and proud, and it might come out with some very harsh words. Right? The Swan upright is like a wife energy. So this is like ex-wife energy. And once you speak your truth, I think a huge release of any insecurity. So I feel like a revelation of some underlying insecurities. And then we get like this judgment in reverse. So this is a no answer. A no answer. It's a no answer. So if somebody's coming in saying they want to start over again, I think it's a no answer. And you've got the strength you need to say, nope. I'm choosing fulfillment. So there's some type of Kundalini rising energy. You are definitely connected to the earth, to your sacred mission. And this 2 of Bows, the path is wide open, Pisces. The path is wide open, baby. You've got your strength. And so I do feel I'm talking to a Pisces who's been maybe in the dark night of the soul. learning how to become the shaman, the master shaman, and to really face any opposition. So maybe you've been healing from addictions, I feel, as well. Or addictions have skewed your perception when it comes to your skills. So be mindful of overindulging, because that will create confusion when it comes to mastering your skills and receiving downloads. But I do feel with the King of Stones or the Wolf energy in reversed, you were dealing with somebody that was all about materialism and greed, and this has really led you down a pathway of a lot of struggles, is what I'm feeling here. But you're like the shaman, you're the magician. You've got all of the tools to face any and all opposition, to get you out of a state of dark night of the soul. It's like you were dealing with somebody very immature, sneaky, and I do feel you're recognizing the completion of the lesson. So let's clarify that moon reversed. The moon on the water. So the moon is the feminine. The moon is the gravitational pull. And so I feel somewhere along the lines, you got forced into like your masculine energy, and roles got reversed, and this is getting blasted. It's getting blasted, right? Yeah, we get the Queen of Cups in reverse. It's like you were swimming upstream, trying to force something, and you're like, I'm just letting it all go. Ace of Cups reversed. It's like the breath of life again, and there's the Hermit. So I do feel there could be a massive heart chakra purge, awakening, and this will lead you down the pathway of justice. So there is like a release of some Five of Cups energy is what I'm feeling. A release of stagnant, stuck energy, a release of resentment. And the second you go through this release, it brings in a balanced reciprocal connection of a divine masculine energy. And so I do feel this is like a secret connection as well. We get the Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck. And so it's really time to face any challenges head on, because this Five of Cups speaks of ecstasy. And so after the challenging emotional struggle comes the ecstasy of life. And so you've manifested something, and I do feel it's just a whole release of an old traditional belief system is what this feels like, right? So facing the challenges, maybe you've had to spar it out with somebody head to head in a divorce proceeding for the last couple of years, or releasing a common law partnership. Doesn't have to be an actual marriage, but a committed partnership. And so the ancestors, I feel, have really guided two people to go their separate ways, because you can't keep just enduring cycles of lack. And I do feel the second you release a lack mentality and release something that has been stuck and stagnant, it's going to get you towards a Four of Wands celebration or union. And this, I feel, is like a union within a tribe, like soul sisters is what I'm feeling. So what do you need to walk away from for this rebirth? And trust that you are divinely protected as you go through this. So I do feel you've been instructed to lay down a burden. It's time to just take your shot and lay down the burden. Lay down the burden. Okay, Pisces, lay it down. You can't be responsible for other people. You can't be responsible for other people speaking their truth, but you sure as hell got to be responsible for you being honest with yourself. So how can you accept the things that you cannot change? Because I think you're seeing things clearly and you're choosing the path of healing. So something here needs to be put to bed. I think you've tried to make it work. It's really kept you stagnant with your creativity, and you're going through a rebirth. So how can you choose self-empowerment? Because I feel you're kind of like in the death energy. And there's no spark left here. At one point in time, you thought this was the Archer, but I feel there's a connection coming to a dead stop. This is like the Chariot reverse. This could be an emotional breakdown, but this is going to give you the power to create your own happiness in another direction, because I don't think you know your worth and your value either. And I think you're coming into this massive heart chakra awakening, so you can flip the script here. Let's get some, no, let's do some spiritual journey oracle messages. Yeah, you're at a pivot point. You're at a fork in the road. And so I feel you're closing out an unhealthy relationship cycle with somebody that maybe offered nothing but criticism and belittled you, maybe gaslit you, and you're needing to heal. Somebody really reflected back to you a core father wound, I think, that you need to heal so you can show yourself love, right? And I do feel there's telepathy here too. So I feel you're awakening to like divine feminine mission is what it feels like, Pisces. Yeah, you are definitely going through a heart chakra awakening. So you are opening up your heart. You're going through a moment of self-actualization, I feel. this full moon is really opening you up to your life purpose and a soul connection. So I do feel you're releasing maybe a long-standing partnership that did play a significant role for your awakening, and you're going towards a very long-term important person that will be, I feel like, a counterpart union. So I think get ready to really evaluate your life path coming up here. I think this next year ahead is all about you learning to step into Empress energy, going through this awakening of this soul connection where there's a lot of higher consciousness surrounding you. I think you're learning to forgive somebody who maybe used you and took advantage of you, and taking back your core strength and your core power, going towards self-actualization, forgiveness, compassion. I think I'm talking to a channeler here, and you know there's something more fulfilling. So I think the big message is, what are you being prompted to change? Because I think you're awakening to a whole new identity of self, connected to a very spiritual soul connection here, and you are recognizing you're a light worker. So keep shining that light. I think there's going to be challenges ahead this year. You're going to be tested when it comes to your beliefs, your spiritual beliefs. And I do feel there's going to be like a catalyst coming up here around the full moon to redirect you. And that's kind of what I see. So follow the signs, Pisces. Let's get you one last message for your birthday from Spirit. What last message does Pisces need? Oh, I like it. Beautiful way to end a birthday message. So you're evolving. You're learning lessons. You're evolving, Pisces. I think you're working through some very difficult past karma right now. So acknowledge it. Heal from it. Because I do think you're being given a chance to do something differently. And it's probably a relationship. So are you ready to do relationships differently? It doesn't mean a redo with a past person, but a chance to do something over, to do it differently. So stay in positive vibration. I think you've learned the lesson of not letting somebody belittle you, make you feel small. I think you know somebody is coming forward that will love and respect you and support you. And that's what you're choosing to do differently. So I think you're bringing in all kinds of high vibration people into your life. And so there's a destiny event coming, and I think you feel it. And so this full moon, I feel for you, and this birthday message for you, Pisces, is all about healing the past, enjoying the present, and embracing the future. So there's a destined shift coming. So get ready. Get ready. That's what I got for you, Pisces. Happy birthday. I hope you have a good year ahead. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks.